You ready? Come on in. Welcome to the show, everyone. If it is the first Thursday of every month, it must be the Havie and Howie show. And I have with me right now Havie Bravo, and he is the founder and CEO of the Bravo Insurance Agency. You know, I love you guys. I love having you here. I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do, and then what we're going to do is let me talk a little bit about you. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Great. Go ahead.
Good seeing you, by the way.
It is
seeing
good
you
to
in a
see
couple months. Bravo Insurance Agency was founded 37 years ago in the Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland area. I've been here in Phoenix for 22 years now, and we have an office in Mesa on Main Street. We're your Main Street office, insurance office, and we're growing. We're growing very well. We're helping people. That's our main objective. Help people from every walk of life, and just try to be friendly with everybody.
Well, just friendly. That means I have to say this about you all. You kind of stole some of my words, so I'm going to just say it from me, which is that you have been growing, and that you're growing. The way that you grow your business is by helping people.
Absolutely.
It is amazing about how you do what you do. You are lovely people who make everyone that you meet basically your friends, right?
That's right.
By helping them, by getting to know them, asking a lot of questions.
We do ask a lot of questions.
A lot of questions. But what's wonderful, you're asking those questions for a purpose, because somebody will say something to you, and then you'll say, you know something, I might be able to help you with that, right?
Right. The questions to uncover situations that they might need help with. And unless we ask questions, we won't ever discover that. So like a doctor asks questions when they see you, head to toe, to discover what to prescribe or what to do for you. So we're trying to do the same thing, find the right solutions with the right carrier at the right price point too.
And the other thing about you is that you have, I don't know how many different carriers.
83.
83 different carriers. So, and you also love when people have a challenging situation, because if you think that you can't, you probably can. And that's where you come in.
Right, I do like a challenge, an underwriting challenge or a financial challenge. I like those, they intrigue me, and that's where I come out the best.
Yes, you do, absolutely do. And I was one of them, I have to say, because I at one point thought I could never do something that we're going to talk about today. And I'm excited that I can, and that I have, and what peace of mind that it gives me. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. When you think you can't, you probably can, so you better call Bravo. That's the website, bettercallbravo.com. You can also call them direct. Their phone number is, which one do you want to do out today? 534-4022. Okay, so 480-534-4022. Let's talk about what you want to talk about today.
Well, since it's recently been 4th of July, Independence Day, and I love our country, and I love the people of our country. What's the biggest independence thing that you can do? Buy your own home, right? Everybody wants to own their own home so that they can raise their families somewhere nice, comfortable, good schools, all that kind of stuff.
It was the American dream.
That is the American dream, and we are trying to help protect that American dream with life insurance with living benefits. For example, if you have a mortgage and you have a heart attack, cancer, stroke, who's going to pay that mortgage when you're off because you're sick? Well, living benefits can go a long way helping pay that mortgage, keep the lifestyle going, and buy you some time till you get back on your feet financially and medically.
You know, financial tools is what they are now.
Absolutely.
It's different than what it used to be a long time ago,
Life
right?
insurance has really evolved to become a financial tool if you use it properly and you have the right advisor. So, for example, there's term insurance, which has living benefits as well, but it has no cash value. So now we're trying to transition into more cash value policies, so that way you have a safety net for the future. So once the term insurance is over, the kids are out of the house, and all you need is less insurance, you still haven't lost the insurance because the cash value policy has locked in the rate at a younger age when you're healthier as well, but you've got that, and it has cash value. So for example, recently, Stephanie, which is our mortgage officer in our office, we came across a case that I'm very close to, that they needed to buy a home. And it was quite a bit of money, but that means you have to have a down payment, you have to have closing costs, all that kind of stuff. So we were talking about this, and there's cash value in 2 policies this person has. So we're going to pull money out of there, use it temporarily to cover the closing costs and the down payment, and then put it back afterwards. That's the flexibility of life insurance. And these policies do have living benefits as well. So in case they happen, a heart attack, cancer, stroke, the person's going to be covered as well.
They're covered either way.
Right.
What's really nice is, what I'm hearing is, let's say you don't have the money, all of the money, let's say, for a down payment, you want to buy your first home, right?
Right.
Maybe you've been renting forever,
Right.
and you want that same American dream. You want to stop paying for somebody else's mortgage, and you want your own home. This is a way that you could do it. If you have, let's say, life insurance with living benefits, there's possibly a way for them to be able to get you that money to be able to use now.
Right. We can help you get that money from those policies, but you have to start the policies. Okay, these policies that were started were like going back 6 to 7 years. Okay, so
Okay.
there's money built up.
Okay.
You just can't start a policy today and expect next year to
No, but
cash value.
the time is to do it now,
Right.
right?
The time is always now because you're healthier now, you're younger now, and we don't know the future. Right? Because the past is history, the future is mystery, and the present is right now.
The phone number to call them is area code 480-534-4022. Their website is bettercallbravo.com. The best thing to do is they do free consultations. You work nationwide. They're really all about helping you. Right now we're talking about having peace of mind with the American dream, right?
Right.
And using, if you don't have a life insurance with living benefits, look into it, folks, because it's amazing.
Yeah, give us a call. We have several carriers that offer living benefit products, especially term and also whole life, which is very, very attractive. Today's banking environment, interest rates on the banks are very low, but the cash value policies, they have dividends, they have interest, they have paid up additions, so it grows constantly based on the insurance carrier's net profit and also based on the premiums brought in. So that's very attractive. So you can actually build your own little saving account, be your own bank basically for the future. And that's what we're doing with this situation. I created this little bank for this person, right? And we're going to draw money out of it to use it for the down payment and closing costs. Very attractive.
Well, when somebody is listening to this and maybe they don't have a life insurance with living benefits, what is the first questions that you get asked about that from most people? What's the first number one thing? How much is it going to cost?
Exactly. Because everybody's price point sensitive.
That's all they want to know.
That's what they want to know. But then I turn around and say, well, listen, what's it cost not to have it? It could cost you a lot. You're going to lose your home. You're going to lose your lifestyle. So your kids are going to lose their lifestyle. They're going to move to a home that's different neighborhood, different schools, no longer in the same sporting events or teams. That's a very heavy cost. So having life insurance, even if it's a little bit, or combined of whole life and term, is very valuable to you and to the family that you leave behind. Because you buy life insurance for the ones you love.
I will say something to everyone, though. You must look into it and have that consultation. It's free. Find out. You're not going to know until you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And what you're going to be very pleasantly surprised is that it's probably not as much money as you think, right? And it's so worth it, every little penny that you put into it, because you have that peace of mind, and look what it can do for you. Maybe not right this moment to be able to buy a home, but in time, you'll be able to do that
We
too.
want people to be prepared for the worst, okay? It might not be...
That's what it's for.
It might not be the end-all for everything, but it's going to be a big, big Band-Aid when things happen.
Well, their phone number, again, you can call them direct. Their phone number is 480-534-4022. It's bettercallbravo.com, and they do say, when things go wrong, give them a call.
That's right.
We're still live in the room.
We actually say making things go better than things go bad.
I just couldn't remember it. Okay, and why do you say that? I mean, that is your tagline. Why is that your tagline?
Because we want to be there for you. We want to bring you a check, not a casserole, right?
Right.
bottom line, that was our very first tagline, right?
First time I ever met you, that is what you talked about.
And I brought props.
Right, and you stopped bringing your props, but you know, and that was kind
Well,
of fun.
I like this one-on-one better than having three people.
You do, okay.
I feel more relaxed because I'm not trying to step on someone else's toes or taking up their time. To be fair.
Well, I do too.
Are we
Because
still
it's also
online?
me. Yes, we are.
Okay.
We're on
Facebook.
Facebook. Back to you are always there about helping people. That is the way that you are with everything. When you start to get to know somebody, the first thing that you start talking to them about is, you know, a little bit about them, about their health, about do you own a home, right? And you find out what's going on. And most people that you talk to, I bet, most everyone has a situation where you can come into play to be able to help them.
Yeah, and they also find it interesting that other agents have never asked the questions I asked. Even like where you're from and what's your favorite ball team or things like that. Other people just don't get that into
Because all they want to do is have you sign on a dotted line.
Right. Yeah, we're not that way at all. We're not transitional like that. We want to know our customers. We want to feel that we can be an asset to them.
Well, we talked about you growing your business by helping people. Interesting, and I'm going to use me as an example, right? I met you, we started talking, the next thing I know, I'm listening to you talk about this, and I'm thinking, that sounds really perfect for me. Now we're doing that together. Then something comes along, and you know, a newbie or something to do, and then of course now 65, and now the next thing I know, I'm now doing that with you too.
Right.
And I feel wonderful being able to do that all with one person who I trust, which is great, right? Having that person that you know that you can call at the drop of a hat and say, hey, this is going on, what do I do? Any questions I have, you've answered every single one of them to make me feel, you know, fantastic about the fact that I'm working with you.
Thank you. And we want to be a resource. In your case, several plans are involved, and it helps you out. You know, I have to remember one phone call, my phone number.
That's true. So welcome back, everyone. You know, before we went on a break, we were just talking about Havie Bravo and making things go better when things go wrong.
Right.
And that is something that has been your tagline since the day I met you. And the reason is because, you know, we never know what's going to happen in somebody's life. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
And having peace of mind, knowing that you're being taken care of, and when with them you are, you never have to question that. And you will have in place the things that you need, that if something goes wrong, you know you're going to have confidence knowing that you have what you need to help things better when things could go wrong.
Right. We want to be your resource and the peace of mind that, hey, something's going bad, we give Havie a call or Bravo Insurance Agency a call or Stephanie a call on regarding mortgages. We're going to be there for you.
So today we're talking about how a life insurance with living benefits kind of really are not just for what you think they are. There's so many reasons to use it as a tool. We're talking about the biggest purchase that you will ever make, which is a home. We're talking about having money to possibly purchase it, first-time buyers to use it for that. What else do we want to talk about that with the life insurance with living benefits?
Well, the living benefits will, like I said before, maintain your lifestyle while you get better health-wise and get back to work. And that way your kids and your wife or your girlfriend, whatever, maintains.
Yeah, people don't
Peace of
realize.
mind.
Some people, we never think, we say we're going to die. Well, you know what? What happens when you don't die and something happens?
And that's first, if you don't die, you're seeing your assets dwindle, your wife or spouse or girlfriend and kids suffer because money's tighter, they can't do what they used to do.
Mhm.
That's hard on someone who's ill, they can't get back to work. So having living benefits will give them a safety net.
So there's your safety net, but not just with your medical. Let's talk about it. What you've done in the office, which I think is wonderful, is you have these different people in place that now can help people with other things, like for instance, maybe you want to buy a new home.
Right.
can get a mortgage through them.
Right.
Now, people don't normally think about an insurance company that does that.
Well, she's a separate entity. She's in our office. Her name is Stephanie Garcia, and you can give her a call at our number, 534-4032, area code 480, and she'll help somebody figure out what mortgage product and the right person to talk to. And she'll listen to you and help you out. She's
Well,
very good.
Also, what's really good about it is once you've done that, now these other products kind of fit in with you to help you be able to get that home, be able to sustain it.
Right. We refer each other, people and
Mhm.
clients to help each other.
You even mentioned before we came on that life insurance with living benefits can help if somebody is going through possibly a foreclosure.
Well, because of illness, yes. If they have a heart attack, cancer, stroke, and we could lose 2 out of 6 activities they live and they can't work, and all of a sudden they're falling behind, they could put a claim in and get the money tax-free, pay it out to them directly, and then use that money to get caught up to avoid foreclosure.
Well, you know what? There's nothing like it, and that's where it comes in. And the only way you're going to find out is by having a conversation with him. It's free, and the phone number to call direct, it's 480. It's 534-4022. You can check him out on his website, which is bettercallbravo.com. Honestly, folks, the nicest people I've met, caring, making sure that you're covered, what I love is I get these emails that will come in, let's say from Howard, just to make sure, did you get this? You're right on top of everything that you do, right? You do. I know how you are as a person, so it's pretty cool the way that you work with people. I like it, and I'm telling you that you will too out there.
Well, we're growing, and we're growing in the right direction, and helping a lot more people in different walks of life, small businesses, individual families, individuals themselves, single parents. We will help anybody if we can.
So I'm going to put you on the spot for a second,
Sure.
okay? So, you say that you like challenges,
I do.
right? Okay. What is a challenge as a story that you could tell people where, somebody never thought that they would be able to get it and you were able to help? Do you have one at the top of your head that you could think of?
I have several like that. I had a gentleman who had a heart attack at age 38, and that's pretty darn young.
Yeah.
Right? And he couldn't get coverage. And I have another person a gentleman whose wife was a realtor, and she was 47 years old, and she got cancer. Again, she thought she couldn't get coverage. So both those people, I was able to get them coverage standard up to $150,000 in life insurance because they had met the criteria for my carrier, which specializes in heart replacement cases like that.
Wow, that's
But
awesome.
otherwise, they've been turned down by several carriers.
That's okay, doesn't matter.
But no, I can't say carrier. By other carriers and other agents just say, sorry, we can't help you. Well, I go in with a different attitude, different ways of looking at things, and I was able to help them, and they're very grateful to this
I
day.
bet you they are, especially for somebody who has those pre-existing.
Right.
Right.
Conditions.
That's where it comes in, and that's why if you don't know, you won't know until you call them.
Yeah, and the challenges are interesting for me, but once we find a solution, these people are very grateful, and they tell other people, they refer us to other people. 'Cause
Sure.
They all know the same kind of people, they all go to the same kind of doctors, they hang out together, and that's nice.
Well, and what's important is that what I love about the show is the information that people get from listening to this show. It could be you or it could be someone that you know. Tell them about the things that you hear on the show. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Facebook people, we want you to also do the same. You can watch us in here doing it live and get to know these people. That's what's really neat too about it, is that they can hear you talk and see, not just a let's say a 30-second commercial. It's really, they get to know you by being on the show.
Right, and let's go back to COVID. Everybody became Zoom friendly or
Zoom happy.
Zoom happy. But Howard and I didn't do Zoom. We didn't do that kind of stuff. We actually did face-to-faces though, because it's more personal. This is a personal business. It's built on relationships. Okay, the clients entrusting our knowledge themselves to us because of our knowledge and our products. So we need to be known to these people intimately in regard to most of the times we prefer face to face. Come into our office, we'll do house calls still.
And you know something? When you have a free consultation, once you get to know them, you're absolutely going to love them, because that you're just those kind of people. You really do. Are you know, so you really get to know your clients personally. I think that's really huge. I mean, when I came to your office recently, and I love the way you have all of your favorite things out.
Yeah.
You know, all over the place.
Knickknacks, yeah.
Yeah, you know, but they're there for reasons, because when you have it there for like to strike up that conversation, that all of a sudden you get really relaxed with someone like you and
Well,
get to know them.
thank you for that observation, but there's always stories behind the knickknacks I have, like a basketball signed by my daughter's team when they're like 10 years old, things like that, but stuff from various baseball teams that I like and football teams. But yes, it does strike conversation, makes everybody more at ease, and we have very friendly staff, and we have a very wonderful office. I like to say so myself,
Mhm.
and we want people to be relaxed.
So your office is in Mesa, okay, but you can
935
also
East Main Street, yes.
okay, but you do also make house calls as well,
Absolutely.
right? And you work nationwide.
Yeah, we have agents, and also we are licensed in 38 states.
So
And from
there's,
other states.
if you can't, you probably can.
Right.
So what, have we covered everything in terms of life insurance and for how you want to get across how it's used today as a tool for so many things?
Yeah, and I really want to stress the cash value policy. Even if you buy a small one, $50,000 or $100,000, and start that up and put some money into it, you will not regret it. Later on, you'll use it for various reasons, but you'll love having that as a peace of mind backup tool, the financial tool.
You know what? I still say this. If you are, maybe you've got somebody who's getting married, buy them an insurance policy.
Well, I tell
love
you,
you for it.
when my two nephews got married, I bought each of them and the new wives, life insurance policies for them, paid for a year as my gift.
Mhm.
And at first they thought, that's a weird gift. I said, well, it's not a weird gift. Think about it. What do I do? And they liked it.
Right. You know what? Being practical. That's something to think about, right? Something that you could give that they can be thankful to have for the rest of their lives.
Right. We don't want them to use the benefits, of course, but as their
God
uncle,
forbid.
as their uncle. But I would rather have them have it in case they needed it, and versus not have it. And you can spend $600 on something for their kitchen, or you can pay $600 for a $500,000 policy.